guys, it's Cara from Cara Joe Plans. Today I am going to be setting up our Paycheck 3 budget and quickly doing our weekly check-in. I did week 3 last week, but I did not film it. So let's go over that real quick and then we'll finish out week 4 for the weekly check-in. Okay, so for week 3, I had budgeted $179.59 left for food. I spent $138.63, and that was, we ordered pizza, we got groceries, and we went, I don't think that was on there. Okay, so we ordered pizza on Thursday, and I got groceries on Sunday. That's right. My weeks start on Tuesday for budgeting purposes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that was $138.63, which left me with $40.96 in my grocery budget. Did not fill up on anything else. Did not spend any other categories except for the $10 I took out for my son's allowances. So then on to week 4, which would have been starting on Tuesday. I went to Lowe's and ended up getting some stuff for a fence that I needed to repair, and it came out to $37.42. So that was household, or the other thing that I could do with this, with the overage for the $37.42 that was out of screen, sorry, $37.42, I have a sinking fund for home maintenance. So I could take this out of home maintenance and not count it as household, but it's close enough to the $30 that I had budgeted for household that I'm just going to leave it as just an overage for that. That's not that big of a deal. So that one was over $7.42. And then the boys got their $10 in allowance. So that's back down to 0. And what else did we do? So we went to McDonald's and Dollar General on Friday. We had a little field trip. I had to take some paperwork to my new office, and we went to those 2 places. So for food, we ended up spending $14.73 and $11.33, which was $26.06. Which leaves us with $14.90 left in my food budget, which is really good. Gas. I didn't get gas yet. I know that I do need gas, so that will be spent next on the next week's paycheck. I'll get it probably within the next couple days. We did not spend any of our fund money, so there is still, I did that wrong again, $74.45. That's sloppy as all get out. There's still $40 left in my fund money. This is why I can't talk and write numbers at the same time. And beauty is still $50. All right, let me get the white out and fix that because it's driving me nuts. Okay, so this should still say $74.45. Now, I did do the 3 paycheck periods for May, but obviously only 4 weeks fit on a weekly check-in. So for the next one, I'll be using this June kit from Orange Umbrella Co., and it will go on here. And I'll probably end up combining some weeks in June just so I can finish up and get the weekly check-ins caught back up. Also, there might be the possibility that because these are cash envelopes that I'm tracking here. Oh gosh. Okay, I need to zoom back out. I'm sorry guys. I had you zoomed in so that I could help you see, and it wasn't helpful at all. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to combine these just to get back on track. And going forward after June, since I already have it set up, I might take a couple of these out of here because they're cash envelopes that I'm seeing that I'm not really using a ton. Like beauty and household, I probably don't need to track on here, but I would like to keep, and even the allowance, I know what's going in and out, so I really don't need a tracking line for that. but the other ones, food and fuel and probably fun, I'll leave on here. So look for that change going forward. So right now that's my weekly check-in. And now we're going to go over the paycheck budget for the third paycheck for this month. And what's nice by the end of the month is usually I have the totals that are due. So you can see that I estimated this at the beginning of the month. I like to go through and go estimate these as much as I can, but then I actually have the actual amounts due for a lot of these by this time in the month. So I'm in a much better place of estimating where I am. So I've already got my expense tracker up to date. And instead of starting with $673.40, we're actually starting with $684.45. Okay, and this will still be $693. And then I haven't started my new job yet, so this one's going to be, let me double check my numbers. So this one will be $14.18 still. So 693. So 279555. Okay. And then I've got all the actual numbers for my bills here. So if I total those up real quick, so we've got an actual of $1688.47. So that's a little over what I was budgeting for. So let's see where that puts us. 2795.55 minus 1688.47. That leaves us with 1107.08. And then we'll go down to the cash envelopes here. And for this 2-week period, I was going to budget $100 for food, and I think that that should be good. So I'm going to keep that at $100. And then fuel, I still had from the weekly check-in, I still had a good bit left in my fuel. What was it, $74.45? So I didn't have that as a cash envelope though. So that just affected this number of my starting balance for the account. So I know that I do need fuel, and I'm going to budget $30 for that, just because I know I need to fill up. I'm not going to add any to our fun money or beauty, and household I'm just going to leave at 0 as well. I'll refill that next month. And then I will update the kids' cash envelope with $20. So we're at $150 here. And that should leave us with $957.08. And then we'll carry the $957.08 up here. And I already funded all of my sinking funds for May, so I don't need to worry about those. So we're just going to carry that $957.08 down again. And I had planned to put $491.42 towards my Discover, just to bring my bank account balance down to an even number left over. I was comfortable leaving $500 in there. So I think instead we'll just plan on paying $457.08. And this is an additional debt payment. So this is extra debt. And if you'll remember, I already put $900 towards that extra debt this month. So an additional $457.08 is going to go towards the Discover. And that should leave me with an even $500 in my bank account. And I know food and fuel aren't going to be exact, but that's where I'm comfortable leaving my account for right now. And then soon The company that I'm going to work for is approved temporary licenses, so I can start working full-time very soon as the temporary license goes through, or as soon as I can get into a testing center, whichever happens first. So this will probably be the last paycheck where I'm still collecting unemployment, full unemployment. So next paycheck tracker, I'm going to be making some changes on when I do it once I figure out my paydays and that kind of stuff. So it's going to change a little bit. So stay tuned for the changes and to see how I adjust to that, because right now I'm doing a Tuesday deposit and tracking from Tuesdays to Tuesdays, which is kind of confusing. But my new pay at my job will be on Fridays. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to start with the Tuesday deposits still and keep rolling with that, or start with the Friday deposits. So we're going to see how that goes once I start playing around with June's actual budget. So this is paycheck number 3 set up. So just a review, I had my bills and I had the updated totals that we could work with. My envelopes, I made some small adjustments to. Sinking funds were already funded during the first paycheck of the month, and I was able to add extra debt to my debt snowball this paycheck as well, which is really exciting. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications when my new videos go up. And don't forget to like this video. It really helps out the channel, and I'm working on growing, and thank you guys for being with me. Have a great day.